show you what's been marked as States 569. And do you recognize the person on the right in that image?
No, sir.
You don't recognize that?
I don't recognize him.
No, I'm asking about that.
Oh, me?
Is that you?
Yeah, it looks like me.
All right. What's hanging out of your pocket in plain view?
Looks like a badge.
You didn't recall that until I just showed you that picture?
No, sir, I did not.
Your Honor, it offers States 569 in the evidence. No objection.
Submitted.
That's you in the white shirt, is that right?
Yes, sir, it is.
And this is the badge hanging out of your pocket. You remember which, is that correct?
Looks to be, yes, sir.
Which badge is that? Which one of the two, do you remember?
Nah, you can't tell from here.
Okay. And why'd you have it hanging out of your pocket like that?
I don't remember having that. No, I don't know.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that, no, sir.
Did you generally walk around with your badge hanging out of your pocket?
Generally speaking, no, sir, I did not.
Or only when you wanted some advantage from it?
Did
you want some advantage from wearing it like that?
Did I hang it out in my pocket when I wanted an advantage?
Yes.
I may have.
Okay.
I certainly may have.
All right. What advantage did you want?
When?
Then?
I don't even recall this, Mr. Waters, but if I was wanting some advantage, as you say it, I guess, and I don't remember this, but I guess I would want, as I said, a badge has a warming effect with other law enforcement. Mm-hmm. And so if I was seeking any advantage, as you say, then I guess that would be what it was.
Did you ever want to be the solicitor?
Now, there was a time period where I did.
Did you ever want to be the solicitor?
Yeah,
solicitor?
There was a time period when I absolutely did.
When was that?
Prior to my dad retiring.
Prior to 2006?
Yes, sir.
How long did you explore that?
I wanted to be a solicitor for a long time, but at the time when my dad retired, I was already struggling with pills, and I knew I couldn't do it.
In 2006?
Yes, sir.
And we'll talk more about the pills in a bit, but you say you were already struggling with pills in 2006, correct?
That's correct.
But over that next 15 years, you still were able to maintain a lucrative law practice. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And you've already testified that all your law partners had no idea of this pill problem that you had all that time, correct?
I'm testifying that I believe, in fact, I'm certain that none of my partners knew I had an addiction.
That night of the boat wreck, you say you don't remember putting your badge out, correct?
No, I don't remember. I don't even remember having my badge.
Do you remember going around talking to the kids, the other kids that were on the boat?
Yeah, I talked to some of them.
You remember going to do that?
Yes.
And was your badge hanging out when you did that as well?
I wouldn't think so, Mr. Waters, but like I say, I don't think so.
All right. So it just comes naturally to put your badge out when something like this that you don't even remember why you did that.
No, I don't even remember having my badge, and I specifically know that I didn't use the badge. Did I mean to do this? I'm not saying that I didn't, but I don't know if I was putting it in my pocket and the flap, you notice that flap is not Velcro down. I don't know. I don't have a specific memory of that. And I never went around, acting like I was on official business.
So you're saying it might be an accident that your badge was hanging out there?
I'm saying that I have no memory of that whatsoever.
All right, well, you never used these badges as like a wallet, right?
No, I did.
You did?
I did.
So you're saying you had your credit cards and all your stuff in there?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that on that night. You just asked me if I ever used it as a wallet, and there were times when I used it as a wallet.
Were you using it as a wallet that night?
I don't remember, but I don't think so. I didn't use it as a wallet very often, and I didn't use it as a wallet for very long when I did use it as a wallet.
So let's see if we can get back to what we agree on. So you would agree that you had to make a conscious decision to grab that badge and when you went into the hospital, correct? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, at some point I had to make a conscious decision to pick it up.
But you're saying you don't know if you hung it out like that on purpose while you're talking to that law enforcement officer, or if it's just an accident that is hanging out of your pocket in full view of everyone.
Well, I am saying that because that is not how I would normally carry a badge. And even if I wanted to give somebody an impression, to me, that's got kind of an obnoxious look to it. That's just not something that, that's not something I would typically do. But I may have done it that night. I have no memory of that.
Okay. All right. So you're saying that just could be an accident that it's hanging out like that?
I'm saying it could be, or I could have put it there like that.
All right.
I don't remember.
Did you generally just walk around with it in your pocket? Or would you only carry it when you wanted to use it for something?
No, I wouldn't generally carry it around in my pocket just any time.
Okay. All right. All right. So we got the badge that may be accidentally hanging out of your pocket. You won't concede that you did that purposefully.
I mean, Mr. Waters, if you want me to say I did that on purpose, I don't have a problem with that. I'm saying I don't remember that. All right? So can I tell you that I did that on purpose? No, sir, I can't. Can I say that this happened by accident? No, sir, I can't. What I can say is I don't remember it, and that's not how I would normally, that's just not how I would normally, that's just not, that's not something I did. That's not a normal thing. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's fine. You won't concede to this jury that there was any intention or purpose to you doing that at the hospital on the night of the boat wreck.
I'm saying I don't remember using that badge.
Fair enough.
And I specifically remember, I'm sorry, go ahead. You can ask
You specifically remember what?
That like when I went into the room with the kids, did I pull my badge out? And I know that I did not do that.
No, because it was on your pocket like that, correct?
It's on my pocket like that right then.
Mm-hmm. Did you use that to get into areas that shouldn't be accessed by non-official personnel?
No, absolutely not. I mean, there was nowhere that I went that that was not truly public domain. I mean, basically, the places that I went to were, when I got there, I went to Paw Paw. When I left Paw Paw, I went to Morgan Dowdy, who was like a daughter to Maggie and I, had dated Paul for a long time. And I went to Morgan. Morgan had an injury to her hand that was bad, and she was very upset about Mallory. And they were working on her, so I left her room. I went back to Paw Paw. At some point in time, I noted I went to Connor's room, and I believe those are the only rooms I went to. But again, I can't tell you that with certainty.
While you were wearing that badge like that, did you tell any of the kids who were in the boat wreck not to cooperate with law enforcement?
I never told anybody not to cooperate with law enforcement. Whether I had a badge hanging out my pants, didn't have a badge, or any point in time did I tell anybody don't cooperate with law enforcement.
Did you become aware in March or April or May of 2021, shortly before June, that an investigation into the investigation of that night had begun, as well as your conduct?
Yes, I did learn of that.